Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am back with more favorites. I just posted a favorites video a few weeks ago. It hasn't been that long, but I was going through my stuff and I was like, man, I really have been loving this. And wow, I really should have mentioned this. And so I thought, what the heck? Let's just do another one. This one is a lot more makeup centered and just kind of more, it's all beauty products in general. I have definitely been wearing more makeup as of late. I have been going out on a lot of dates recently. Nobody serious or anything, but just trying to put myself out there a little bit more, kind of more actively dating than I have in quite a long time. So I have like reasons now to put makeup on and go, get dressed up more and stuff. So it's been fun to kind of be reacquainted with my makeup collection, and there are a few things that I have kind of fallen back in love with over the last few weeks. So maybe since we're talking about makeup, I'll start with makeup. I have like 6 things here I think to share, so nothing too crazy, but just wanted to kind of chat about some of the things that I have been loving lately. So I'm going to talk about something that is an oldie but a goodie. I'm a little afraid to even show you because I'm afraid of the judgment, but it is what it is. And that is the Urban Decay Naked Palette. This is old, I realize, but I do sanitize my makeup with isopropyl alcohol occasionally. I don't share my makeup with anybody, and I inspect my makeup, if something has changed or smells funky or has a different texture or any kind of indication that there's something wrong with it, I don't use it. And I've had 0 indication from any of my like eyeshadow palettes that are older that has been the case. So I continue to use them. I guess take that for what you want. But the Naked palette from Urban Decay, I mean, are you kidding? This is the perfect palette, and this is what I have been using. I'm actually not wearing it today because I decided to take this kind of out of my everyday makeup basket, and I put Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam in there just to kind of switch it up because I have been using this so much. So today I'm wearing, I think it's Dusty Rose in the crease. And then I took one of the more red shades, maybe Sienna, I think it was, in the outer corner. And then Tempera, if I'm saying that right. I don't think it's Tempera. Don't quote me on the name, but it's the lightest shade in the palette. Kind of a light sparkly, or not sparkly, shimmery kind of cream shade that is on the lid. And so I think it's a really pretty, just kind of classic look. But the look that I have been doing with the Naked palette a lot is literally just, it's what I used to do back in the day. I would take Naked in the crease, I would tape Buck on the outer corner, and Sin on the lid. You can see Sin has quite a dip in it. And you guys, I have used, especially Sin, a ton, and not just recently. Like, Sin was my go-to shade back in the day too, and I haven't even been close to hitting pan. So it kind of amazes me, the folks, some of you that have panned this palette, because wow, is it just a lot of eyeshadow. In any case, I don't know who still uses this palette, if anybody does on YouTube, but I absolutely adore this, and I am going to keep it until I feel like I just can't anymore. Honestly, and I would buy a new one do they even sell this anymore? I know they got rid of it at one point. Did it ever come back, or is it still gone? The best palette ever. So that is the first item. The second kind of favorite that I rediscovered is the blush that I'm wearing today. This is my favorite blush back in the day, and I have so many, and I rotate through them, and I probably, really, if I wanted to, could pare down to like 5, because there are just a few that I love more than any other one. But I always feel bad about doing that because I do have some high-end blushes and I don't want to just like get rid of them. I did spend, my good hard-earned money on them. But in any case, this one, I talked about it years ago. It always was my favorite, and I just love the way it looks. And it is the Milani Rose Powder Blush in Romantic Rose. You guys, this is just the most beautiful pinky neutral color. I adore this. And I just did my makeup maybe 30 minutes ago. I finished. And so I definitely feel like, you know, my blush is kind of holding pretty strong now. And as throughout the day, it kind of will dissipate a little bit. I love this color. And it is just, it's still so pigmented. It looks a little bit more pink when I swatch, but it is just the most beautiful, rosy, natural, kind of neutral color. I adore this blush. And as you can see, I've definitely wore down the center of that rose quite a bit. Just what a great formula. I had a bunch of these and this was the only one that I kept when I kind of did some decluttering. Oh, just a stunning blush. And then a new makeup product to my collection, and just kind of new in general. I picked up the E.L.F. Putty bronzer and the applicator that goes with it. So how this even kind of came to play, because I don't really buy makeup that much anymore. It has to be something that I'm pretty interested in. But for years, I have been wanting to try the Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel, or whatever it's called, the cream bronzer. And the one time I went to go buy it and it was sold out. I think that was when they were doing like a reformulation of it or repackaging. There was something they were changing about it, so it was out of stock for a while. And then I honestly kind of forgot about it. And I have one powder bronzer that I use, and then one from Marc Jacobs that I love, and then a contour color that I use. And that's about it. I don't really feel like I need to have a ton of like bronzers, but I had really wanted to try this cream bronzer, and I saw the E.L.F. one, really inexpensive, had, you know, you can get a little brush to go with it, and I thought I would just give it a try. And you guys, I have not put this down. I have not put this product down. It is beautiful, and I like the brush as well too. One of the reasons I like the brush is because it's really dense, and so when I apply it, I'm not going to touch my face because I also this is wet because I washed it, but I kind of will like tap where the bronzer is going to go first, and then I can take it and kind of buff it, and so it stays kind of like really clean but kind of in the targeted area that I wanted that product to go. So I've actually really been enjoying this brush as well. It says it's the Putty primer brush, but I think you can use it with any product that you wanted to. It doesn't even have to be cream. But this is the bronzer. And if you guys can tell, I have made quite a dip. This is just so easy to use. It blends like a dream. I really like the color on my skin tone. I feel like it looks more natural. Maybe swatch some of it next to this blush here. So just blend it out. It just looks like your skin is sun-kissed. They have a couple of different shades. This one is in tan lines, which I just think works really good for me. My one complaint is that it's such a small pot. Like I am using this actively. So, which is probably a good thing. Like get through products, see if you really enjoy it before you purchase any more, or like have an overabundance of it. But it would be nice if this pot was ever so slightly bigger, because I do feel like I'm going to go through this really quick with just the amount of time I'm using it. But yeah, really, really beautiful. Just looks natural, easy to work with. 10 out of 10. Wow, we're already 10 minutes in. So that is the end of the makeup. Let's talk some other products. I'll try to go through these kind of quickly here. The first is a body spray from Bath & Body Works, and that is in Endless Weekend. I have really liked Endless Weekend for a long time, but as I started using this Fine Fragrance Mist more recently, I just really love this fragrance. It is sweet and cherry-esque and floral and feminine. It's really hard to describe, but I have just been really adoring Endless Weekend. And it usually comes around at SAS occasionally, so I think it's one, if you have any interest in kind of floral, fruity scents, to look at that one. Another body care product is the Sol de Janeiro Bom Dia Bright Cream. So this is their newest in the line, and this is so good. I don't love it as much as Sol de Janeiro's Boom Boom Cream. That's definitely my number one, my Brazilian Crush. I love that. That's going to be a signature scent of mine for the rest of my life, or, you know, until I get tired of it in like 3 years, I'm sure. But this one is so unique because it's not like tropical and fruity like their other ones are. This one is warm and like amber-esque and vanilla, and it's cozy. This is a quintessential like winter-ish scent for me. Like I totally could see myself using the Brazilian Crush through, you know, all the spring and summer, and then switching to this Bom Dia for more of the fall and winter. And it's not heavy, like it doesn't smell heavy. It still smells like light and refreshing, but you just get these hints of like amber and vanilla and these kind of more woody notes that you don't get from the rest of their scents because they're so tropical and coconutty. I adore this. I also have the Fine Fragrance Mist headed my way. So I will be able to pair the body cream with the Fine Fragrance Mist. And that's what I do with these body creams or these lotions. They're too expensive for me to use as like an everyday body cream. But this is one of those things where if I know I want to wear that scent that day, I will pair these together. So I will lather up head to toe in the lotion and then reapply, you know, apply with the body spray. And I've obviously never been able to do that with the Bom Dia, but I do that with the Brazilian Crush, and I will get so many compliments. I think layering them really helps kind of just like the fragrance and the lasting power and the potency. So that's definitely kind of my preferred way to pair the two together. But I just wanted to recommend this if you're looking for something a little different, like a little bit of the warmer scents. Really, really enjoy. Okay, and then the last item, it might be my favorite of the whole favorites video. It probably is, because this discovery has totally changed the game. And this is nothing new. I'm sure you all have heard of it, but I recently finally tried the Paula's Choice Super Light Daily Wrinkle Defense. This is a broad spectrum SPF 30. So this is like a tinted moisturizer sunscreen. 10 out of 10. I love this product. I feel like has good ingredients. So when I put it on my skin, I feel like I'm doing good things for my skin. It wears well under makeup. It doesn't pill up. I've worn so many face sunscreens that I felt like just will start getting flaky, or I feel like I can't apply makeup on top of them. They're just a struggle to work with. And I'll still use those products, but when I'm like going to be outdoors and when I am, you know, going to be active and I'm not wearing makeup or anything, but for every day, and if I'm going to be applying makeup, this is my choice 100%. It goes on so smooth. It really feels nice on my skin. It gives you that hint of tint, kind of just more like a perfected skin look. Not a very dark tint or anything, just kind of that perfected skin. And it gives you the SPF 30. I won't lie, I mean, it would be nicer if the SPF was a little higher. I'm used to wearing kind of on the higher end, more like 50, 60, especially in the summertime, just when the sun is more intense, and I kind of will dip back to 30 in kind of the fall and winter. But I love this product. So you are supposed to shake it just to kind of make sure everything is mixed. You can kind of see it has a little bit of a tint. Put just a touch on my hand to show you guys. So you can see it has a little bit of color to it. And I'm just gonna show kind of what it does. It's nothing super crazy, but can you see like that freckle especially? Can you see how much more muted that one freckle is? And it's not like this it's covering anything. It just kind of is perfecting your skin. Well, you can really see the difference. Obviously the swatches are hard to tell, but you can see that this hand's slightly more dark. It just looks more perfected. I love this product, and it sinks in immediately. It's gone. It's sunk in. I adore this. I'm gonna buy this in the buttload because this is such an amazing product. I hope they never get rid of it. But that is it. Those are some current favorites that I have. I really hope that you guys enjoyed seeing my current favorites, and I would love to know what some of yours are, or if you've tried any of the products that I shared with you today. I would love to know your thoughts as well. I really hope that you guys enjoyed, and I will chat with you in my next one. Bye.